Have any color ink available where we had it printed, but you can go to our website, friendshipheart.org. You can see all the information in there, or you can go to Unified U.S. Deported Veterans Facebook page, and we have pictures in color with the murals that we are painting there at the prototype wall. So I can go ahead and pass this around. You guys can kind of glimpse at it. We've been painting murals here for a couple of weeks. We were there yesterday, and in the background you'll see the prototype walls, and in the front the murals that we're painting. We decided to paint these murals there at the prototype wall because we understand that President Trump is coming to visit these walls to inspect them on Tuesday. So we wanted to make sure that when he came, that we had our message out there of protest against these border walls. And of course, we couldn't.
Yeah.
That's one of the murals there on the border wall. We're going to change it around a little bit. When we did it, we didn't know how much time we had, and we were very limited in the type of paint that we had. So we're going to switch it around. We're going to paint the helmet green. We're just going to reverse it and leave the dove white the way it should be.
Okay, good. That's good.
But if you go to our Facebook page, like I said, Unified U.S. Deported Veterans, you'll be able to see a lot more of the pictures. There's video, a lot of information on there. You know, when we're together, we can talk a little bit more about these projects that we have. We have other projects in the making. Should they materialize, I think it's going to boost the awareness of the plight of deported veterans. But we're not only going to include the plight of deported veterans, but of all veterans. There's a very serious problem in the United States that we're not taking care of our veterans.
Yes.
22 veterans that commit suicide a day.
That's right.
We can't do that. We can't have that.
Right.
And we need to do something about it. Our homeless veterans,
Right.
the lack of support from our veterans that are returning from battle to be able to gainfully be employed with a decent job to help them earn a living needs to be something. Something needs to be done about it. My wife, Blanca's son, has had a heck of a time being able to support his 3 kids and his wife. It shouldn't be like that. A veteran that comes back from his service should be afforded a quality life. We need to continue to create awareness, and not only awareness, but get on these politicians. Policy needs to change. There's some things there tomorrow we'll be able to discuss a little bit more as to what we're doing in regards to a big project that University of San Diego is going to be working with us on a master's program starting next week. And tomorrow again we'll share a little bit more information on it. Yes. Thanks to Mr. Dan Ruman. He put us in touch with a gentleman, Professor Everett Mead, who came visit us, presented the project. He's going to have a proposal written up for us and sent out to us tomorrow. And hopefully by the end of the week, this project will kick off. That should help all deported veterans, in general, all veterans.
Yes.
With that, again, I've already gone way too long.
Let me say one more thing, if I
Sure.
could. These guys are not only involved in the fight for their own returning to the United States, but they have community involvement. Every Sunday they go down to that Friendship Park and they have a cross-border church with Father John Panistal from San Diego, speaking English, and on this side there's a padre that speaks Spanish. And they go back and forth. And then they set up canopies, and they set up a cooking pot, and they set up a propane cooker, and they start getting vegetables from the garden at the border wall that other folks have packed, throw meat into it, and they make always a great big soup, and they feed the homeless that gather at that location every Sunday. They also march every year in the Peace One Day Parade, which is a pretty big deal. Not in San Diego, but in Tijuana, yes. It's amazing. Peace One Day. It's a worldwide event. It's like, it's just something relatively new, but it's like Earth Day was.
Yeah.
20 or so years ago.
Actually,
Peace One Day.
This past year was the 15th anniversary
15th, that's new.
of the Peace One Day March through the United Nations.
And the other, I'm sorry.
And when does that happen? What's the dates for that? When does
Usually it's supposed to be on the 20th of September,
21st.
21st of
Oh,
September.
yeah, that's international. Yeah, okay, yeah,
But in Mexico, it's always held on Sunday because they work Monday through Saturday.
okay.
But anyways, they do great work, not just for themselves, but in the community, and they participate with homeless and gifts that we bring them or donations that we give them of clothing and toys and stuff that they go to Maripuki, who has an office close to them, and she distributes them to children and other things. So they interact with other charitable groups or social justice groups within the community they live in, which is wonderful. They've done great work, truly have.
And
I didn't think they were truly veterans for peace, but these sons of bitches have turned out to be totally veterans for peace. I mean, honestly. I told them one day we were going to do a march and a parade. Was it Peace One Day? It was. I said, you guys want me to bring the military flags across? And Hector said, hell no, we're veterans for peace.
All right.
Well, that's another point I wanted to make, that even though our office is set up for deported veterans, we're finding ourselves helping more American citizen veterans coming across the border because they can't afford to live in San Diego.
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
So our office, where it's strategically placed, is ending up being a bonus for the American citizen veterans living here in Playas, in Tijuana, Rosarito, Ensenada, because they have to cross right there to go back to the United States.
And the last thing I'd like to say is this man volunteers every single day for a stipend of $100 a month. And he hardly has the opportunity to work. His vehicle doesn't run. He's been Ubering to work for many times out of his pocket. This guy works for a living and then comes over to the office afterwards and works on weekends and does all this other stuff. He gets $100 a month if we've got the money to give him, to be quite honest. And the other thing is all these guys around here that have been deported are having one hell of a time just existing, because a 10-hour-a-day job in Mexico 6 days a week will get you $120, $140, $100, and that's decent pay. And 25% of that, if you don't have a vehicle, will be spent on getting your butt on a bus to ride an hour or two to work and an hour or two back. And at the end of the week, you can already pay your rent and buy groceries. But he and his wife Lupita every day open that office at 10 a.m. and close it at 5, Monday through Sunday. And every weekend, these guys are at the border, feeding people and things. So,
I would like to ask Jerry to say a couple of words, and right before that, let me just mention something really quick. I talk a lot. I'm sorry. You know, everybody just came back from sailing, or most of you from sailing on the Golden Rule.
Right.
The Golden Rule is something else that to us is incredibly important because it represents promoting a nuclear-free world. Well, actually, I don't know if any or many of you knew about this, but Tijuana is the point in the continent where a nuclear nuclear-free zone starts. From this point south, it's all considered a free nuclear zone. And tomorrow,
by treaties and agreements.
by treaty,
Every country in Central and South America, right on the border with the nuclear, the biggest nuclear power on the face of the earth.
tomorrow when we go to Friendship Park, you'll see the monument that was erected, dedicated to the zone as a nuclear-free zone, or the starting of the Americas of a nuclear-free zone.
Yep.
So the Golden Rule is very important to us, absolutely. And I'm going to shut up now. Jerry?
Our new president.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm Jerry Condon, and I just want to say that the struggle for justice and peace is everywhere, including obviously in Tijuana and Playa de Tijuana, with this incredible community of deported veterans, which is inspiring, really. And we're so honored to be here. Thank you for inviting us. We're looking forward to spending some serious time with you the next couple of days, and learning a lot. And your struggle is our struggle. You know, it's an interesting intersection, the way I look at it, between war and U.S. immigration policy in a very strange, wicked way. But it makes a lot of incredible connections, and you guys have just taken charge of that, of your own fate, and build community, and it's beautiful. And it is terrible that you're stuck here, but you're certainly making the most of it and taking a stand. So we want to support that. We want to be part of that. I believe we made an important decision at the board meeting on Saturday or Sunday, and that was that to make the it's Hector Barrios, right?
Yes.
Hector Barrios chapter of Veterans for Peace, an official, certified, forever, much appreciated chapter of Veterans for Peace. So
182.
I think we'll be talking more about that. Chapter 182.
Right.
And we're proud to have you as our chapter 182.
Chapter 182.
And then, and I know that the national office will be sending you some kind of fancy certificate sometime.
All right.
But in the meantime, I wanted to award you with yet another
All right.
Veterans for Peace flag. There we go.
All right. Great.
This way. Okay.
That way.
Yeah. Okay. So there.
And did you bring the bottle of scotch?
And that's hidden. That's for later. That's for the night house.
With Ruben and Helen. Ruben and Helen.
And, I have a calendar here from the Golden Rule Peace Boat.
All right.
For your office or your home here. In fact, I have two of them. One for the office, one for the home.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
Let me move out of the
Would
way.
you like the calendar here for the house?
What we'd like to do with that is maybe get the Mexican Navy involved and come out and sail with the Golden Rule.
Well, that would be interesting.
We do have a lot of contacts with local Mexican military as
That
well.
would be interesting. You could create an international
Yeah.
incident, which would be good.
In a nuclear-free zone.
In a nuclear-free zone.
Good stuff right there.
Yeah, I'll put it out of the way for you if you like.
Okay, thank you.